Alright, so for my school project I'm making a gong stand for Mr. Lumley.
Alright, so far I have the 2x2 stock mounted on the bottom for the base with the 1-inch stock going across to connect it, and I have my 1-inch tubing that I bent up into the round shape to hold the gong, and then this also piece of 1-inch tube that's going to support the bottom a little bit. Next I'll just have to make some casters to put on the bottom. And here are the casters that I welded onto these pieces of 2x2 plate steel that are going to go onto the bottom of the 2-inch stock.
Alright, so after I finished welding on the casters that I had to make for the stand, I squared up all the edges down here and welded it all on, and I got the actual stand ready to go for the gong, and I'm probably just going to smooth everything out and give it a paint job. Alright, well this is my finished gong stand. I got everything finished up. I got the hooks put on and measured out so that it holds the gong perfectly, and I smoothed it all out and gave it a black paint finish. And put the gong on here, and it fits nicely, and the gap goes all the way down, and it swings perfectly through with a little bit of clearance, and sounds pretty good.
Well, Mr. Lumley is having me make another cart, or he's having me make an amp cart for him, and I so far have this bottom piece assembled, and I'm just waiting for him to purchase the wheels and the casters so I can put that on and then construct the plate to hold the whole amp from there. And here you can see that I bolted on the handle from the lawnmower onto the cart so that you can push it around, and then here's a topside view of it when it's almost done.
So here's the finished amp cart. I got the handle screwed on and it's pretty sturdy, and I gave it a black finish. The only thing wrong with it maybe is that the piece connecting the swivel wheel isn't necessarily 100% centered, because my first piece that I used for this got taken by another student, so then he had to make me another one and it wasn't the same. But here's the amp and the battery on the cart, working well. It's all moving. I can push it, I can pull it, I can take corners. 360. So one of the only other thing that went wrong on this, didn't necessarily go wrong, but down here, if somebody's pushing this too quickly, the battery will, like the weight of the battery will just cause the whole thing to tip forward if somebody's just pushing at full speed. So I might have to put like a wheel coming off the front so it doesn't fall forward and kill a little child.
For my individual project, I was planning on making like a door rack that would just attach up over the door that could hold the jacket. And right here you can see it being used. This is the grill chute I'll be repairing. You can see some of the edges have started to crack and tear. So I'm basically, for this bottom part, going to add a piece of angle iron onto the outside and just weld both the long ends. The bin was bent a little, so one side of the angle iron is off. And this is the crack on the top that I welded. There's the inside of the crack. And here you can see that some of the wheels were coming off on the side, so I just laid some welds on there to hold those on. And you can see the inside where the two lines go across from the angle iron, and there's the crack again. Then there's the outside of the angle iron again where I welded on the tops, and then I show you the sides right here where I sealed it off. The only other thing that may have gone wrong is when pulling this, the bottom scrapes a little bit.